So finally I'm doing a hair tutorial. Thanks to a lot of comments and suggestions. A lot of you have been asking me to do a tutorial for how I curl my hair. So here we go. So I went ahead and blow dried my hair straight with this paddle brush. It's quick and it's good for coarse hair. I can't really do anything with my hair when it's dried naturally. It's really frizzy and coarse and parts of it are curly, parts of it aren't. It's really bad. It looks a little bit like this. So I'm just going to spare you the visual and skip straight to step number 2. So I'm not sure if you can tell through the camera, but I have pretty fried hair. It's pretty damaged and dry. It's dry to begin with, but I do a lot of color treating and all that stuff, heat styling that's not good for it, so it's extra damaged. So I like to use this Lanza product. It's called Trauma Treatment. It's ideal for color treated hair, and I just put it in after I shower and blow dry. So really awesome product. Now I'm just going to be using this Conair 1-inch ceramic curling iron. I've been using it for years. It's inexpensive and it's easy to find at like Target, so really good curling iron for practical use. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to start at my temples and separate my hair into 2 sections. And I'm just going to put it up there with my little clip. Next I'm going to go down and split my hair down the middle in the back and bring it all to the front. It doesn't even really matter where you start with your hair. You can pick random sections. I usually start from the back to the front, but since I'm showing you, I'm going to start closer to the front here so you can see how I curl. So I'm not taking too much hair, and I'm not taking too little either, because too much you don't get enough of a curl, too little you get really tight curls, so just grab a good handful. So a lot of times when people curl their hair, they tend to start from the bottom and roll the curling iron up. The best way to get these waves is to start right there in the middle, because your hair is its fullest and heaviest up at the top by your roots. So all I'm doing is, if you notice, I'm using a light hand where the little lever is, and I'm just going to start closer to the roots and just slowly work my way down. So open the clip a little bit and just really gently pull it down so that you're getting closer to the ends there. So just like that. And when you get to the ends, what I like to do is just hold it there for just a quick few seconds and then let it go. And then since I don't want really, really tight curls, while it's still hot, I just run my fingers through it so that it doesn't stay too curly. Same thing. Again, I'm starting in the middle, using a light hand with this little clip. And slowly working our way down towards the ends. Sometimes I won't even hold it at the ends at all, because I want that look where it's curlier at the top and kind of gets straight at the bottom. That's a more casual, more relaxed look. So I have a lot of hair, so I'm not going to make you suffer through the rest of this. I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of the bottom half and then hit the top. So now with these sections, I'm going to start from the back and work my way to the front so that I make sure I don't miss any spots. So as you'll notice, I've got the curls all facing away from my face. So you want them going out, not coming in. Alright. And now once you get to the section that's closest to your face, my bangs essentially, you want to go really easy on the curl and don't make it so intense, because that's going to look funny. These big curls right in front of your face. So again, start in the middle and just don't go so far up to the top. We're not going to hold this one for too long. There we go. I missed a spot. Alright, now this side of my hair is done. We're going to go over to the other side, but I'm also going to show you another technique using a different curling iron. Sometimes I like to use the clipless curling rod. Now a lot of times people use a heat glove with these curling rods because you actually have to hold the hair around the rod, and the heat protective glove doesn't allow the heat to get to your fingers. But I don't use one, don't really think you need it unless you're like really wrapping the hair all the way around, which I personally don't like to. So let me show you how I do it. So I'm going to take this hair, and again, we're going to face the curl away. So you want to hold it on the inside, and you're just going to start at the top and just start wrapping it around the hair. And again, since your hair is fuller at the roots or closer to the roots, stop halfway and let the top of your hair get a chance to curl, and then we'll wrap the rest of it. Okay, and hold that there. And again, don't go in all the way. Okay, so you see how this one is a little more of a spiral curl rather than a wave, and it's a more consistent curl, whereas these go a little more soft and then curly and then straight. So I think I'm just going to do a few more on this side. Maybe I'll even finish out with this one. Hold for a few. And then you can start kind of lowering it toward the ends too as you're wrapping the rest of it. Again, I don't want to go all the way with this because I want it to stay slightly straight at the end. I'm not going to hold it for too long. And there you go. I like these. So again, normally I don't just leave it the way it was curled. I kind of just try to tousle it up a little bit and even brush it through just to give it a more soft, uniform wave. I'm going to grab the same paddle brush and just go through and do a really rough brush through. Because of the texture of my hair, I don't normally brush it. It just doesn't need it. But for this purpose, you see how it just kind of gives the whole thing one big shape rather than a bunch of separate curls. And it loosens up the wave too, so you don't get super tight curls. Now I'm just going to go ahead and set this with this Sojourn hairspray. I love this brand. I use their shampoos and conditioners, and I really like their hairspray as well. So I don't need a ton of hairspray because, like I said, my hair is really coarse, so it holds style. This could be day 3 and it'll still be pretty much this curly. So I'll just go through and really lightly set it. Maybe get the flyaways too. I have a lot of those. Now, as far as flat irons go, I am a big fan of this GHD Gold. It's 1 inch. I only really ever use flat irons for like the tops where I miss with the flat brush, or sometimes the little curly parts right here. I just go through and smooth them out. So this one's a really great one. It heats up really quickly and I love it. So thanks for watching, guys, and to see more beauty tutorials and vlogs, be sure to subscribe to my channel.